Hey, welcome to my Overworld. So I've been playing my Overworld since 2022, and today I'll be building my shulker farm. So the idea is to have it next to my other factory here as my tree farm, and I want it to be somewhere over here where it can be like a bit of a factory industrial district area. So that way if I do stuff right here, I can have it on as well. Ideally, it'll be in this spot. I'm not sure what building style I'm gonna be making, but the overall theme that I have for my base is Japanese, Oriental, Asian fusion kind of buildings, and I'm gonna continue that as well over to the factory district. Even though it's kind of like I find it really challenging to build a factory in that style, and so let's see how it goes, especially if factories are more often than not have their own style that's like very different compared to the Japanese style, I'd say. But yeah, so the first thing I need to do right now is to gather the shulker, which is in the end, and bring it home. Let's see how that goes. So the last time I was here was when I fought the dragon and got some shulkers, and I remember going to this portal and seeing an end city right away, so it shouldn't be too hard to transport everything back. Okay, yeah, I see it right there. Okay. I'm just trying to think of a plan. So I think I want to use a boat to trap the shulkers. I'm not sure if there's any other way that's better than this. So we gotta lead them on and then use a boat and then rocket away. So that's the plan here. I'm hoping it works out. Okay. Okay. My resource. What the hell? Okay, so the shulker is still attached to the boat here. That's perfect. Not sure how this is working. I think they made a change in the latest update. Okay, to keep this video under 30 minutes or 25 minutes. So basically currently I need strings for the shulker farms because I need bamboo for scaffolding. So now I'm heading to the nether to get some at a place where I usually get my sand. This way all of the mobs will spawn outside of my base because I hate mob spawning in my area. I'm always scared of creepers blowing up. And so yeah, here's a scenic view of the sunset while we wait for nighttime. And yeah, here's just me killing all the mobs. Yeah, nothing special here. I basically ran around and find mobs, specifically spider with my elytra. Once I killed them, I would fly off and find another patch of spiders. And I did this throughout the whole night. But yeah, killing mobs is not really my thing. I feel like it's a waste of time. I could have made a mob farm and do this more efficiently. So yeah, by the end of it, I only have 22 strings, which was awful. So my next plan of attack is just to find a spider spawner. And I know there's a mine shaft near the base. So I head there. And it was a pretty big mine shaft, so I explored it. And eventually I found a cave spider spawner. And then I just made a small hole to kill the spiders and farm up the strings. But yeah, that was about it. So I got the materials just now. Now it's just a matter of making a place for it. Okay, so I did flatten out the ground real quick here, but I didn't want to terraform the whole thing because that'll be a different project. But the farm should take about 17 by 17, which is here. So we're gonna do the farm first, and then once I'm done with the farm, and then I can start thinking about what factory building I want to put outside of the farm to cover it all up. Okay, so I just completed the shell of the farm, basically. Now I just gotta get the shulkers in here. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna use rails to put them in there. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. So I'm gonna build the railroads first, so it'll be easier to transport him onto here before it starts hitting me. Okay, that should be it. Now we just gotta put him in there. Yeah, bring him to the spot. Where is he? Should be somewhere here. Oh, there it is. This is actually pretty useful. Okay. from that. Chill. That should be good. Okay, this is me again during the editing process. For some reason, I lost the footage of me putting in the shulker in there, but here it is. I did put it in there. Okay, so I cleared out everything down here. Now the plan is just to find an idea of what I want to cover this farm with, and then you can find the issue afterwards. So I did have a few reference set up for this. I want it to be a somewhat circular kind of factory. I don't want it to be like a normal looking factory, basically not like that one. I want to make it a bit slightly different. I think the main color palette would be white and then a black roof. But yeah, let's just try to prep for that first, and then we can go from there. Okay, so I pretty much sketched out what I want to make on paper, basically. And this is the block palette we'll be using. So the pale oak log would be the lightest of the white, and then the shading would be to this color right here. And then I want an accent of color would be the brownish, reddish tint on it. It'll be like on the side of it, basically just like a little color. The main color would be the white, grayish, and then the roof would be black tiles. I don't know if I'm gonna shade the tiles. We'll see. But yeah, obviously this is not gonna be enough. But this is just the idea of the block color. If I do need more, I'll get it. But everything should be on a time lapse. So yeah. Okay, I feel like this is a good point to do a check-in. So just to show you guys what I've been doing is I basically have a rough sketch of what I want to make, and I try to detail as much as I can when I'm building stuff. So as I go, I would try and often different blocks, and if it works out, I keep it. And maybe if I show it in a time lapse, you can see that I keep destroying the same block over and over again, just because I want to find what fits well um, on the overall design, basically. Even with the stains or the shading or the detailing or whatever you want to call it on the white wall, I would go over it again and kind of see what works and what does not work. Because sometimes I feel like I'm repeating myself too much in the patterns that I make, or the gradients would end up looking too similar to each other, which is kind of weird to me. So the challenge for me with this building right here is that I want it to look like a factory, but at the same time make it look like the style that I've been building, which is Japanese Asian fusion kind of look, right? So I want to make sure that I still have the tiling off the roof and to use a lot of woods like I've done in the past. And to have that industrial look, I wanted to have this section right here that would house the building on top of here later on that connects to this main building, and have some chimneys and so on down the line to have that, to make it similar to what I did with this one right here. So yeah, I'm just focusing the build on this angle. The problem with most Minecraft build is that it would look on a certain angle but not so much on different angles. So the challenge is to make all 4 angles look interesting. So yeah, I want to focus on the details on this face first, and then once I'm done I can work on the other sides as well. So I'm gonna focus on the front side of the building first, and then I'll check in again once I've made significant progress. Okay, it's check-in time. So when I started this video idea wanting to document my Overworld or my single player survival that I've played for about 3 to 4 years now, I did not expect my first video to take this long, honestly, because it's been a week, okay? It has been a week, okay? And I am about, I would say, 75% done with the building here. I did not expect it to be this big. Although I did do sketches, I counted how tall I wanted to be. I did not think it would be this tall, actually. Like, I counted the whole block up till here, not the whole roof here. Which, by the way, is not completely done because I want to add another section of the roof up here, and then that'll be like the end of it. But yeah, I did not expect it to take this long. I think honestly what's taking this long is probably just the planning of it. I like I said before, like I did one section of the building, and then once I'm done with it, I would think about what I do with the other section right here. So I thought about adding a section here that goes out a bit from the beginning, but then I thought it'd look weird if it's just that the whole way through, so I added the section of building right here that I'm planning to connect here with a pathway system that I'll add. But yeah, like even the back area right here, I wouldn't know what to put here just yet. But I do know what I want to do with this side of the building right here, because the roof only goes through, like, not all the way through. I want to have a chimney similar to that, but a bit bigger, going all the way to the top, basically. So yeah, that's like the whole plan here. Yeah, I think I'm 75% done. I really need to mention this, is that I don't usually build something like this. Like, I've never done anything like this, like this scale or like this way of building. Normally I would have a few references of building, and then I would just try to mix and match that. Basically, this section I would want to copy from this reference and then mix and match everything, but this is not that at all. I would have like 10 to 15 images that I like, and then I would try to fit all of them in my own style, in my own way, basically. So yeah, also what's taking so long is I don't have that much material, right? So I have to go back and forth, try to get the material that I need, go to my tree farm, get some more wood, and deep slate cobblestone I have to like go all the way to my mines and get some more. But yeah, I like even the concrete, not the concrete, I mean the clay. Is it called clay? Yeah, the clay, the gravel, I need to mine them, but luckily I do have this building right here that helps convert dirt into mud and then into clay with this redstone build that I did quite a while ago. I actually date all of my buildings, so let's see here. Yeah, about a year ago. So this building right here provides me with clay. Obviously it takes a while, so I do AFK up here. I made a little spot there which I would eventually change into a building, but that also allows me to AFK for this creeper farm right here. But I will go into even more details once I do like a world tour, maybe on the next episode perhaps, once I'm done with this. But yeah, you can really see the scale of the building right here and how big it is. So yeah, I think this will be the last check-in before I finish this building, which would probably take another day, I'm assuming. And so yeah, I'll see you then. So it's almost been another week of building. I do want to mention when I say that is that not that I don't stop do building. It's just that I have other commitments and I build in between those commitments basically. So this suicide right here is pretty much done. I do want to do a bit of detailing here. As you can see, I started like a pipe here that I want to build up all the way to the top. And then on this side we have a crane system pulling up all the shulker boxes. And then I do want to have like those freight crates. I don't know how to say it properly, but I think it's freight crates, the metal boxes that are usually like on trucks. So I do want to show you guys my building process. Again, I free build everything basically. All this entire building, I free build it. I don't have any plans. I did do some sketches, and like this bridge right here, it was an impromptu decision. Like I was trying to find ways to like connect this side to the building, and I thought a bridge would be interesting. And but yeah, what is like really tricky for me, like I'm not like a pro builder or anything. I'm not good with shading. I know a lot of people are really good at that, but my shading is really horrible. And I need to work on that. But there's not much shading, I would say, with this building. It's more texturing, except the chimney over there. I did do a bit of shading because the idea is I want it to look like super tall. So I did go with the darkest side at the bottom and then eventually making it lighter. And yeah. Okay, so after 3 weeks of building, I am finally done with the outside. It has been a crazy project for me. I've never thought I would finish this, honestly, because it took so long, like so long. I actually learned quite a lot during this process. I got frustrated quite a lot as well because I've never built in this scale, and yeah, it's just been frustrating sometimes because I would often feel like I'm stuck. Like I like, even if I make progress in a day, I feel like I'm not making enough progress to actually finish this project. Um, I think the main cause of that is just because I have a lot of expectation for myself, and I feel like I am able to. I think a part of that is because I actually want to make great things, and I just don't want to, waste my time. So yeah, I did push this forward a bit, and I did a bit of decoration here. Like I did this wire right here, I did this fan right here that connects to the ground, and then the support beam right here for the chimney. I did this AC vents as well. There's a creeper in there. Yeah, just little details like here, an antenna. Not quite happy with that look, but we're gonna keep it there for now because I need a break and I want to get this video done basically. Okay, so for a finishing touch, I do this with all of my buildings like I've mentioned before. I would put a sign down to mark the date that I completed the building. So I'll just name it Shulker Farm for now. And then I would put the date of today. And then I always put a white dye and a glowing sack to make it shine brighter basically. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up this video right here. And I'm hoping that I can do more videos like this in the future. I have so much planned for this world right here, so if you want to follow me on this journey, continue building my forever world, please consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys next time.